All right, everybody. Well, we're back with another WellFit Wednesday, and this time we're talking about some pretty interesting stuff. Science has actually found that there's an organ that we've been missing this whole time. Well, they're calling it technically an organ because it's going to be considered an organ. But the thing is really cool. They've actually found that through a different way of being able to analyze cells underneath a microscope, that because the current process is a slide technique where they dehydrate whatever they put under and then illuminate it, that the dehydration has actually been destroying this layer or covering it up. And so for however many years they've been studying cells, they've been actually missing this tissue. So if you guys are just checking in on the Facebook live stream, go ahead and check out our YouTube channel, and you're going to see the pop-ups that we're going to post. We're going to throw some pretty cool pictures up here. But anyway, so let's just dive right into it. So first off, what does this thing actually look like? So this came from the Journal of Scientific Reports, and it's titled "There's a Structure and Distribution of an Unrecognized Interstitium in Human Tissues." So this actual tissue looks like this. So if you look at the top, there's a layer of mucosa on the top, and then right underneath it is the layer that we're talking about. So if you look at the cells are designed in such a way where you'll see these little circular things. How do we get over here? You see these little circular things, and there's these little circles that are these little fluid-filled sacs. And inside those little fluid-filled sacs are fluid, and then wrapped all the way around them is this really dense matrix that's made out of interconnected proteins. And so this layer they've been finding is not only underneath the skin, it's actually wrapped around your organs, it's wrapped around your tissues, it's wrapped around your muscles. It's literally everywhere running through your entire body. And its main purpose is to help your body absorb shock. So when you go through, I don't know, let's say you fall, let's see, you're playing a sport. Sport is entirely about building shock on the body. Every time you jump or you hit or you run or whatever, you're actually building shock on your body. And so this layer helps to protect your body, your muscles, your tissues from the shock and trauma that come from everyday life. So the only thing it's made of, it's literally just this web of fibers and then these large fluid-filled sacs. Now think about this for just a second. That two of the things that we talk about in injury prevention for sports are having enough protein to be able to build lean muscle mass, but also being able to maintain the health of your tissues. And then we also talk about being hydrated. So if you're not hydrated and you don't have enough protein, then this layer that we're talking about that's wrapped literally through every single tissue that you have in your body will start to become weak, and the shock absorbing nature of it won't be able to happen. So think about that. Injury prevention is super important. So the only thing I want to talk about is just bring out the importance of how important that layer is. Not only do you want to have enough lean muscle mass to be able to support your joints, support your bones, support your tissues, give you control over your joints, be able to help you run, move, use some speed and agility, but you want to be able to have that layer able to absorb impact so you don't get muscle tears, sprains, and strains. So the recommendation in general for protein that we like to look at for athletes is try to get yourself somewhere near a gram of protein per pound of body weight, or 0.8 to 1 gram of protein per pound of body weight. And the other thing that we look at is hydration. So two things to remember are, one, that no protein recommendation is universal. So across the board, it doesn't matter what anybody says about exact numbers. We have some numbers that are better studied, but we can't say like, hey, Sean, you have to, ooh, I can bring you on the camera. What's this? Yeah, there we go. So there's no single protein recommendation for anybody. And second, with water, there's all these recommendations about how much water somebody should be able to have, or how much water someone should be drinking, but there's no single recommendation for everybody. So a really cool, easy way for you to do it, again, if you're watching the Facebook live stream, make sure you check out the YouTube channel because you'll see these charts, is the P chart. Oh, come on, P chart, where are you? So we'll bring up the P chart. There it is. So if you're drinking water, you should use your urine as a good estimate of how hydrated you actually are. So if you're looking at this P chart right now, numbers 1, 2, and 3, if your P looks somewhere between 1 and 3, clear to 3, it means you're hydrated. You don't have to make your urine completely clear. You don't have to try to drink necessarily like your ounces of water, your ounces of body weight in water. Forget all that stuff. Main thing that you do is drink some water, consume however much you need to be able to make your pee look somewhat like that. If you get down to 4, 5, and 6, you're dehydrated. If If you get down to 7, you're really dehydrated. And if you get down to 8, you're pretty much close to dead. So you better flush some fluids in you as quickly as you possibly can. So we hope that helps. Remember, stay hydrated. Your connective tissue health relies on it. And as long as you do that, you should have a pretty healthy and happy time. So check out wellfitlife.me if you guys have any questions about stuff. Other than that, you can feel free to shoot us some emails or chat with us or come in and see us or whatever. We're having a great time. Don't forget, too, we're also opening up our second facility in Livonia here in a couple of months. So make sure you come out and see us. It's going to be planted inside a CrossFit facility. So if you're a CrossFit guy, come out and do CrossFit with us, too. And that's it. Have a great night. See us next week on another WellFit Wednesday.